let's talk about the world's biggest airlines. Today, we're basically redrawing the entire global aviation map for 2025, and we're going to figure out what really makes an airline a giant these days. The answer? It's probably not what you think. So what makes an airline the biggest? Is it the number of planes they have? How many people they fly every year? I mean, those are good guesses, but the real power, the real game changer today, it's all about who connects the most dots on the map. Just look at this number, 387. That's not just a random figure. That is the number of destinations served by the single biggest airline network on the planet. I mean, just think about that scale for a second. It's about linking cities, countries, entire continents together. And that is the key. Right now, in 2025, being the biggest is all about the network. The real competitive edge isn't just flying people from A to B. It's about reach. It's simple. Whoever can get you to the most places, they win. Okay, so who are these giants of the sky? Well, first up, let's head over to the United States, where you'll find the undisputed leaders of the pack. And this chart really lays it all out. The dominance of the US carriers is just incredible. You've got United Airlines at the very top of the world, with 387 destinations. Right behind them are American and Delta. Think about that. They hold 3 of the top 4 spots globally. They basically control a huge slice of the world's flight map. But here's where it gets interesting. It's not just about that final number. It's all about strategy. You've got United, which is all about breadth, pushing the boundaries, adding these incredible far-flung routes to places like, get this, Greenland. And then you have American, which is playing a totally different game. They're focused on density. We're talking an industry-leading 2.2 million flights a year, packing the schedule on the most popular routes. So you see, 2 totally different playbooks for how to be on top. Okay, so the US carriers have the sheer number of destinations locked down. But there's another airline out there that has absolutely perfected a different kind of strategy. One you could argue is even more global. Check this out. 130 plus, that's not destinations. That's the number of countries Turkish Airlines flies to. Let that sink in. No other airline on Earth connects more nations. It's just a mind-blowing level of international reach. So what's their secret? How do they pull this off? Well, it all comes down to one brilliant move, their hub. Istanbul is a true geographic crossroads. It sits perfectly at the intersection of Europe, Asia, and Africa. This unique position lets them connect markets that are, frankly, a real headache for almost any other airline to get to. And you better believe this strategy works. It pays off big time. In just one quarter, Q3 of 2025, that incredible connectivity model brought in a massive $1.1 billion in profit. That's one of the highest in the entire industry. So yeah, connecting the world, it's very, very good for business. All right, let's shift gears and turn our attention east, because there's a region over there that is completely rewriting the rules of global aviation. We're talking explosive growth, fueled by a booming middle class that's eager to travel, plus some serious government backing. Their ambition is off the charts. And the main story here is the incredible rise of China's big 3. You've got China Eastern, China Southern, and Air China, and all of them have just barged their way into the top 10 global networks. And listen, this isn't just some small shuffle in the rankings, this is a fundamental power shift. It's signaling a whole new era for global travel. And if you want to understand just how ambitious they are, just look at this move from China Eastern. They've announced a new flight, Shanghai to Buenos Aires, with a stop in Auckland. That route is nearly 20,000 kilometers long. It's going to be the world's longest commercial flight. It's more than just a flight, though. It's a massive statement, a symbolic move to connect every single inhabited continent. Okay, so we've got the American Titans, the ultimate global connector in Turkish Airlines, and the rising stars from Asia. But there's a hidden layer to all of this, a secret force that's shaping almost everything we've seen so far. Now, before we get to that, it's worth pointing out that not everyone is playing this global hub-and-spoke game. You've got players like Ryanair who are crushing it with a totally different model, a massive point-to-point network. Over 2,500 routes that just fly directly between cities, no hub needed. But even they exist within a bigger picture. And that bigger picture, that hidden force, it's the Airline Alliance. This is where airlines team up. They share routes, they share passengers, they combine their loyalty programs, and what you get is a single, massive global network. It allows them to sell you a seamless ticket to pretty much anywhere on the planet, something no single airline could ever do on its own. This, right here, is the key to the real power dynamics. So now take a look at this table. See what's next to almost every single name on this top 10 list. An alliance name. Star Alliance, Oneworld, SkyTeam. It's so clear. The biggest players in the world do not fly solo. The only real outlier here is Ryanair, who's still doing their own thing. And this is where it all comes together. This chart shows you the real power structure. Out of the top 10 biggest airlines, 9 of them belong to one of just 3 groups. So what we're really watching isn't just a fight between airlines, it's a battle between these massive global alliances. And when you look at it that way, with 4 of the top 10 airlines in its camp, Star Alliance is without a doubt the most powerful network in the world. So let's step back. What's the big picture here? Let's quickly recap the key takeaways from this new global map. Okay, 4 main things to remember. First, the US carriers are the champs when it comes to raw number of destinations. Second, Turkish Airlines has totally mastered global reach by playing its geography card perfectly. Third, keep your eyes on Asia's giants. Their ambition is reshaping the map. And finally, number 4, remember that alliances are the hidden superpower here, the force multipliers that turn big airlines into absolute global monsters. So at the end of the day, the airline industry has really changed. The name of the game isn't just about cramming the most people onto planes anymore. The real prize, the ultimate goal, is to weave the biggest, most intricate web of connections across the entire planet. And that kind of leaves us with one big question, right? We've just mapped out 2025, a world shaped by these different strategies, by geography, and by these powerful alliances. But what happens next? If we look ahead another 10 years, with new markets popping up and new technology changing everything, what will the winning airline network of 2035 even look like?